Hello everyone, this is Aaron with Calista Pro EMR. This video is on how to add providers and users to your facility. The first thing you need to do is understand the difference between a provider and a user. A provider is one who will actually be seeing patients, and so they need to be scheduled with them and be on the appointment calendar. So everyone here, for example, Alan Smith, Aaron Johnson, John Chris, these are all providers. And then a user, on the other hand, is someone who will not need to be scheduled, and so it won't be on the calendar, but instead will just need access to the system. So for example, like a receptionist. To add a provider, start by going to administration and then provider. Then click add provider. And then from here, select the facility and enter all the relevant information below. Please note that when you're signing on with us, you are first given login credentials for an admin account. So this is different from a provider account in the sense that admin accounts have access to everything, including viewing KPI reports, which all other accounts do not have access to. So in the case that you are both a admin and a provider, you're gonna need to create that provider account in case you're seeing patients. And one more thing to note here is that you will need to use a different email than the one associated with your admin account. But don't worry, in most cases, you'll be creating the provider account just to get your name on the calendar to book appointments with. After creating it, you can just go back to using your admin account for the day-to-day as you have access to everything anyways. The only exception really for this is if you are using the e-prescription feature as well, in which case you must also use the provider account to e-prescribe. And then, so yeah, fill out all the necessary information, and then if you did want to access your provider account, your login username is your email up here, and then your password is whatever you had set down here below. Now, with a provider account, there are two additional settings. So let's go back to administration right here. You see services, and then you see commission structure. And so provider services, which I'll go over in a separate video detailing our online booking, but basically it's for you to select which services you want this provider to have available for online booking. The other is commission structure right here, which will let you set commission rates on products and services when you add them to an invoice. So for example, if I click add commission, I type in the name, I can select the color, and then a type. I can make it a specific service, specific product, package, or all services, products, and packages, and then you can have multiple ones. So if I click specific service, I can do all services, or I can make them just on Botox, just on Juvederm, and then I can set percentage rates for each of those services. And so after that, anytime an invoice is created with this provider for Botox, it will automatically run a calculation that the provider gets whatever percentage here, as long as these services are in that invoice. And then you can also view all this in the KPI report section. And then moving on to create a user account, you're going to go to administration and then users right here, and then click add user. From here, you can select the user role and then fill in the rest of the information. The login information for this account is the username right here, and then the password that you set below. And the final thing to discuss is the modules feature. So you're going to go to administration and then modules here. This is essentially where you can choose which user roles can have access to which features. So from here, you're going to be able to see all the different modules, such as appointment, patients, products. And then if you click assign permission, you can select specifically which accounts with this role you want to have access to this feature. So, for example, if I want, in this right here, the appointment module, everyone that's a medical director, nurse, provider, receptionist, or physician will have access to the appointment module. Otherwise, they log in and they won't see that this section at all. And if you want to make it easy, you can assign all permissions for one person instead of going through each single one. You can just click right here, allow all permission, and then select esthetician, for example, and then click confirm. And that way, when someone logs in with an esthetician role, they have access to everything. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.